Hello, and welcome back. So, who are all of the nations? Man, that makes me mad that I had to redo this already. Kalium, Hinnom, and Pelgia. Pelgia is going to be a pain. We're just really going to hope that they don't want to kill me. And then that's pretty much the beginning, middle, and end of that conversation. I have no idea where they're going to start. I'm going to assume probably down along here somewhere, though. Oh, that would be a much better start spot for me with my sloth scales. So yeah, we're just going to hope that they absolutely want nothing to do with me this game. Because if they do, I'm dead. Alright. Now, generally speaking, if you don't go with the Dom 9 for the Awe, don't blind expand with this guy. He's really not durable enough to do that with. But if you do, you can get away with it. And basically, I want to scoop up as much of the water as I can. It's going to be a little scary because I'm not sure where Pelgia is at. I haven't played this map as far as I can remember ever. But it looked like a pretty solid map for what I was looking for. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, I didn't quite script my god correctly there. So, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, okay, so why the whole setup right here? It's pretty much a product of putting yourself in the back corner here, which, let's see, where's the back corner? 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where my god should be, actually. And this means if something goes horribly wrong, this is a pretty good idea for all your non-flying expanders. Something like a dragon works quite differently, but for your non-flying type, you want them just as close to the edge of this map where if things go wrong, my god is literally one turn away from running away. The other thing you'll see by doing that is you would see it with a province like this, and in fact we will see it, is look at the AP ratios here, the difference. Like a 14 and an 8 here. And what you're going to find is there's actually going to be a point where my god is fighting the sea trolls, but he's not fighting the krakens, or kraken in this case. And it's going to be about a 2-turn timer right here. But you'll see the same thing by going back in the corner back here. Like common land setups, cavalry will hit your god, and a turn or two behind them are light infantry and militia. A turn or two behind them are heavy infantries, and a turn or two behind them are archers. Now, you're not actually going to have all 4 combinations there. Say there's no cavalry, what happens is you actually end up moving forward a few positions and fighting the light infantry or militia there, but the heavy infantry are still 2 positions behind them, and the archers, who continually move forward for whatever reason as they're firing, are about 2 turns behind. It just lowers the number of attacks on your god. Basically, you're going to try to route various units prior to the next unit getting into position. You can see there that it didn't exactly work, but then again, I wasn't in the right spot. Amber Clan, Amber Clan, Amber Clan. I really want that province, but not bad enough to take it. Okay, so between these 2 provinces, I will be able to see where Pelgia started. Now I kind of wish I'd done Phantomine. Well, whatever. Preach the teachings of God, and 10, 20 of those, along with as many armored versions as I can get my hands on. Actually, these guys don't have the helmet, so they're still a little weaker to arrow fire, but the armored versions are going to handle arrow fire better. So those are going to be my arrow catchers. Shark Tribe, Shark Knight. See, like, this is something Shamblers could not expand against. And Amber Clan are ridiculously dangerous, I will tell you right now, with most types of pretenders. If you don't have A9, don't try to take Amber Clan, or bring an army with you if you do. They are a dangerous province. I mean, ridiculously so. I'll probably have to use my god to take them. Oh, but we are... damn it. Looks like, oh, weakened, I'm sorry. I thought it was encumbrance of 6. I thought I got the chest wound. That's actually the best affliction I could pick up. That really is kind of poor that I've already managed to have gotten that. So, we're going to... Oh, I've got a candle here, so I know they're not right there. I'm going to try to grab up these couple of provinces right here. Mostly because if I don't have the water, I'm in serious trouble. I'm in serious trouble no matter what, but... Alright, what do we got? We got already. Okay, so... Where would be a pretty decent... This isn't a bad province. That's what we're going to go for. Guard commander. Right up there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Sermon of Courage over and over and over again, and hopefully my guys are not going to rout. Place them up there for my arrow catchers. We're going to attack closest. Stay behind troops. Something like that. What do we got? 40. Well, that's kind of an odd number right there. Was it militia? Militias and archers. I'm going to assume... I always get this mixed up. It's either short one forward or short one back, and it's a large opposite direction. I'm going to assume this is more on the short side. Now it's trying to remember if I go forward or back for that. I think for short, it's one forward. And I'll probably lose a bunch of guys because I'm a moron right there. Right. Double check my scripting though. Okay, looks good. Oh, so we've already bumped with them. See, so their archers are now firing there, and then we trample in. You can see, these are just militia, and there's literally 6 of them left, and or 7 of them left. They literally just killed one of my Shambler Thralls. I mean, anything can deal pretty significant damage to these. When I said militia, and I mean, they're militia. Look at the stats on these guys. They're terrible. They should not be able to kill any of my units. But, like, what was it, 6 of them I said that were left there? Managed to kill my guys. Okay, so we're going to really hope we beat Pelagia right here, because that would be great, being able to knock one of their armies out. However, if I take a bunch of afflictions, that's going to be bad. So, fingers crossed. Okay, this is easily manageable. So, push this back, and I will have a good majority of the water now. Good, good, good. 9 Astral Pearls, great. Tax is negative 100%. This early in the game, that's a terrible event to get your hands on. Alright, so there is Pelagia. Now we're going to swoop... Ooh, that's a lot of damn Shamblers. Do I want to fight a bunch of Shamblers? Well, not really, but what am I going to do? Speaking of, how many militia were there? 22. What was the overall size of their army, though? 38, that's kind of medium. Okay, looks like Hinnom already up here. Mainly archers, mercenaries, okay. Arnuan's archers, good. So, if we see them here, and there's a single candle already, it's probably cap adjacent. So I can expect one of those positions. I'm not real familiar with this map, so if I'm just going to guess, though, and one here, I'm going to put Kalim somewhere in this area. Again, I'm not real familiar with this map. Alright, so I want to expand this direction. I can take the archers alone if that's all there is. What's the size here? 30, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and recruit up. Another slave prince? Yeah, I always call those trader princes, which are the ones from the event. So that is actually not their name. Oh, research. I'm researching the wrong school. Whoops, evocation. So, like I said, and this is pretty much a rule with any nation, find a level 1 or level 2 spell at least, that if you have to pull all of your mages into battle, you can do it. Water Strike for the water, Cold Bolt for the land. I mean, they're not that great. If it comes down to it, that's probably still a loss, but there's not much, you can do. Ooh, are they actually going to grab that land up? Because I would rather have this land province right here. I don't know. Did I kill their commander? No, it looks like it's a captain, but they might have gotten up a shambler there too. Well, I don't know. So much indecision. Well, we're just going to go for it. Was that just a message from her? Did they literally just declare war on me? Oh, thank God. I just saw it as the first message, but that didn't mean a lot because of the number of messages overall. I was just about to say, did they really just declare war on me? Because that is just going to be absolutely pathetic if they did. Right, another 2 loss, so not bad. Looks like we did bump in Troll Peaks here, but that's... Ooh, wait. They are not in the correct position, because I'm on the defensive side of things. Oh, this is why you don't fight archers right here. We managed to win, but that basically just flattened my whole expansion force. Okay, so we got one of our 2 incredibly awesome Worthy Heroes. So this is one of the 4 overall. 2 of them that you have are crap, and 1 is pretty good, so... do I even try to push into anything else? Nope. Nope. Guard commander. Right up there. Let's bring you guys just a hair closer to the center. And did I happen to mark the hold orders? No, I didn't. Now, I don't want him anywhere near that guy because those guys are going to run back there. And I don't want him getting shot and killed with an arrow because that would be really bad. What do we got? 30. So 1 forward. Got to be careful here, Wolf Tribe. Wolf Tribe with those double dagger attacks will shred you. In fact, anything with multiple attacks will shred you. Just happen to be that Wolf Tribe are what I'm looking at right now. Well, that stinks. I could have jumped up here and probably grabbed up these 4 provinces before I had worn this party out. Stupid Hinnom. Maybe I can sweep up and along this way with this unit. Definitely going to try to get a hold of these 2 areas, though. Oh, Turkle, the he who breathes, That's a weird name. I don't think I'd ever really paid attention to the he who breathes part. So, you've basically got a Mine Lord here. Again, this is something that's kind of I see as a problem, but not really. Is Aboleth's, even the whole design of the nation has been to basically not give them Shambler Skin armors because Aboleths are supposed to be really hard to get onto land. Now, they don't even use the astral magic. They use the astral magic to like literally go in the void. That's kind of their thing as an astral nation. They're not so much the fortune telling type, but for whatever reason, the Worthy Heroes keeps trying to push this foresight type thing magic with them. You'll see it on another one of their guys as well. So a little odd there overall, in my opinion. But the really weird thing is this is an Aboleth who went on to land because he realized they were going to have to win the war. But then he gets captured by a guild of mages, and they basically chop off his tentacles. And he uses that non-mouth that they don't have, which really bothers me about the other one. Instead of just like Mind Blast, but he uses Mind Power for like telekinesis. That's why he's got, Coral Glaive, Trident. And he also comes with the Turtle Shield. I mean, it's cool, it's neat. What's really cool about it, though, is air and water combo. So you can always really cross your fingers super hard that you not only get a hero at a decent time frame, but that you happen to get this guy, because this is the absolute best. If you didn't have to build these paths onto your Pretender, this would be a overall much better nation. However, them having any kind of air magic or even being able to get on land in the first place is basically lore breaking, but it's well worth it for a very strong unit like this. In fact, I probably can use my Pretender for a little extra expansion now, which is what I'll do, and I'll instead use him. Try to find me some gems already. Okay, so Kalium, probably up in this area. Yeah, this would have been a nice pocket right here to grab. Oh well. Did I script those guys right? Yeah. Alright, looks like I lost one there, yeah. 6 fire gems and some unrest. Unrest again. The unrest this early in the game is pretty terrible. What province was that? Honestly, that's probably about as good as it could do because it's almost no income anyways. It's only a 26 income province. And is taking forever to get started here. Well, good. Maybe I'll scoop up some of that land that they wanted. Here is a Earth version, so we're going to get him out in site searching. Now I need a nature. I'll bet you my other one was a nature up here, wasn't he? Of course. Oh well, you got to use what you have, so it is what it is. I do need to pick up, how many did I have left? 6? Yeah. There's not going to be a ton of expansion left. You know what? I'll probably combine them up to take the Amber Guard here later. I think I am going to go just a hair heavy here. So 10, 10 would be what I'd normally go with, but I'm really going to try to get a hold of this throne as well. So whatever's left out of my expansion force, if Pelagia has not grabbed that, which, looking at how far in the future that is, it's doubtful, but it's going to be what I'm going to hope to do. If not, maybe I can grab this. Maybe that's really lightly guarded province. We got a Marrow. It is kind of cool that you get the Earth Water guys here. If you do end up with these, you can always, if you get some Druids, empower this guy with the Earth Boots. Then you have access to the Earth 3. That's not just this nation, that's any nation. It's not too hard with an Earth 1 to eventually get those 30 gems. In fact, I'm wondering if this will not be my main site searcher right here. Or not site searcher, researcher. 140 gold for 9 RP. Hang on, baby. Come on. Because the upkeep's going to be far lower than something like a Crazy Mage, who's 50 gold more expensive and 20 gold more upkeep a year. So, is that a gold and 2/3, I believe? Yeah, we're really on the lookout for any good mages at all. Yeah, I really actually want the Amber Clan province right here. This is what I really want. 10% chance on fire means lightless lanterns at some point. I don't know. I'm not really going to get that far, I don't think. But it's an interesting concept overall. Okay, we found Underwater Cave, single air gem. Nice. And we did not have to bump with Pelagia again. Even nicer. So hopefully they send their armies somewhere else. I don't care where, somewhere else. Oh, they're hitting me with those vine arrows a lot, though. Come on, break and run already. Come on, how long are you really going to stand there and fight that out? Good. Looked like a 3 loss there. No, only a 2. So not bad. Like I said, you'll take, 1 to sometimes 4. 4 is a little excessive, don't misunderstand me, but oh, they haven't expanded this direction. Maybe I jump up here and grab this water province too. That would be perfect. Barbarians. That is not perfect. Well, let's... that's going to require a fort and a lab. That's the better defensive position, though. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and... Well, I mean, I don't really have the gold for a fort and lab there, plus a... Or, excuse me, Fort Temple lab here. Or, man, I'm terrible at this. A temple lab here, and then a Fort Temple lab here as well. Because I'd basically be recruiting slave mages out of one, and then out of a unforted province, recruiting those shamans. Excuse me, everybody. I'm sure that sounded really weird. My nose was making some weird sounds. This has also got a nature gem in it. We're just going to build it right here. No, we're not. We're going to put it right here. So, underwater cave, single air gem, that's great. Air gems are pretty hard to find underwater overall, so... Really, there's going to be multiple turns of dead expansion here. Boo. Boy, I wonder how many are here. We're going to ping this throne. Gonna hope they don't have enough to punch through right now, because I'm gonna bring these guys down. And if this is really weak, I will hit it with my god and that group next turn. You know what? I have to move my god back this direction. If it's not weak, I want to be able to immediately kind of grab up some more land, though. Yeah, there's a nice little area right here, a nice little pocket where I could grab up some property. But even if this is a much like it says 90, because I'm not even going to try that right now if that's what it really is. I just use my god and I will grab, I don't know, this province here, and I will take these across here and try to grab up this water province prior to the AI getting a hold of it. So we know where everybody is outside of Hinnom. I need to start recruiting some mages. We're just going to put them on repeat. Am I going to go ahead and recruit some minor slaves as well? I mean, they're going to be my best chance to stand up to Pelgia if Pelgia wants a war here. Let's see, that's 45 gold a turn. Yeah, we'll call that good. That's like a little over 54 gold a turn. I can definitely live with that. Barbarians, though. Barbarians. It's a little odd. You don't see this most of the time. Just some kind of odd little map. Maybe this is just the style this old map was built in, but nice passes. Kind of what you would look at as almost like a pretty nice cap start, because it's still got the 4 connections, but then look at this. You got a nice defensive barrier against all these other ones right here. I'll bet you this mountain formation is really cool looking. Yeah, look at that. This is a pretty nice map. I'm not gonna lie, a little more cartoony than what I would like. But you could tell somebody definitely put a lot of work in here, so I'm not trying to bash whatever tool they used to create this. Interesting map. I'll look at it probably between turns. Oh yeah, barbarians. What am I doing about the barbarians? Crying? Do I even want to try to take them? I don't. So 50. That's going to be a large, I think. Damn it, which spot are you guys in? Okay, so you're 1 forward. Want to bring them 1 back. I think they need to be 2 back for a large, but I'm not sure this is a massive large. Yeah, looks good. Did I actually put the whole group into the position with that guy? I don't think I did. I think I threw... we'll figure it out shortly. Yeah, that killed a significant portion of my force there. Ever so slightly off. It's very weird, because they have the slings, so they're moving forward, but they're still firing. I wonder if that wasn't just a little bit of an odd expansion type that you will... Did I tell you to retreat? Yeah, okay. Good. So, this is a lot more than what I want to see, but maybe that will keep the AI from grabbing it up. So these guys, not too bad. Amberclan Tritons. The real problem with Tritons in general is this Bronze Trident right here. 19 damage value. You've got to be kidding. That's a massive amount of damage, and they're not even Ferrous because they're bronze type weaponry. So very, very high damaging unit. Alright, so what about these guys? Amber Clan Guard. Not only the Bronze Trident with 19 damage, and both these are piercing damage, might I add, so the best type, and very effective against the higher armor stuff that you might be able to field. These come with a protection of 17 as well. That is scary. Now, there are no mages actually backing this up. How big is it actually, though? 74. I don't know if my god can take that. I'll have 256 hit points to try to rout them. It will basically kill this entire party if I use them as well. Ooh, decisions. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and site search since you happen to be here already. Site search. Oh, Death 2. There's probably a death site somewhere there. I don't know the underwater death sites off the top of my head, so I might be mistaken there. Alright, so let's change that up. Kinda wish I had grabbed up these crappy Tritons back here now. Alright, so dead center. Looks like I'm there. So let's make sure though. Yeah. Alright, so one. Boy, that's a pretty large army. I think that actually would be right where I'm at. Normally, though, when you expand with these one forward, that's exactly what you want. Unless they're a small province, you can get the 2 up there. So I am gonna take some afflictions right here. Attack closest, attack rear. Sermon of Courage spam, buddy. Sermon of Courage spam. Did I hit Evo 1 yet? I probably should have. No, because I started off with Conjuration Research. I am so smart sometimes. Just makes your head spin. Alright, Hinnom. Look for them. Well, I guess I can use my Pretender to try to grab up some of this stuff. Yeah, so that'll work. Perfect. Now we immediately jump into construction. I don't know. If I expect an early water war, on top of Mine Blasters, Lesser Water Elementals, and School of Sharks, not bad ideas overall. It's much better if I can hit Summon Water Elementals here at 5. You also get water power, which allows you to access that with all your slave mages. So another water gem. Come on. Trample through those Triton guards. Those are the big ones with lots of damage. Just don't trigger that auto route. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. That mauled my expansion party, though. Worth it, though. Worth it. These are very, very hard, but very good at the same time. Okay. And a peddler event. Apparently I'm not throwing province defense in everywhere. Yeah, I'd have to say I do like this map quite a bit, though. Damn it, I forgot what position I was in, so I want to go... Right, so I'm dead center, and I want to go 1. I think I'm going to even go 2 forward, because I've lost about half my guys. I don't think I'm quite as far forward. Could be wrong there. Might be wrong. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, no new afflictions either. That's nice. Ooh. That is not so nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to grab that other one. Which throne did we get here, though? Throne of Flames. Good. Good stuff. I am going to jump out here and try to grab up some more land, though. Basically, that's going to be the end of my expansion force. And you can see, right there, my Slave Mage did take off. We weren't paying attention. I still have my Pretender there. But when you start getting really low on the troops, especially your arrow catchers, that's what will basically prevent that morale rout a lot of times. We're just going to leave those in reserve. Come over here and get some, No. Why would I do that? Two, 3, and 1. Yeah, that's almost certainly their cap then. Still not another nature version, though. Sad day. What a sad, sad day. This doesn't look like a terrible spot for a fort overall. I mean, look at the number of connections here. If I was going for some Mine Blasters, that's still on quite a bit of resources. 23 not great, but only 32 over here. Oh, a lot of unrest, though. Oh, so I bump into another nation. Can we take a peek at their bless yet? Yes we can. What bless do we have here? Well, Jesus, did you manage to hit any of you guys? They did. I'm surprised. Precision 2, Air 4, Strength 2, Blood 4. Air 2, Air 4, Blood 4. That is not a very good bless. Actually, that's probably not too bad for them overall, because they're gonna definitely... I've never played Hinnom for you guys, but they have the population killer. These kill 20 population a turn. And these are your big sacreds right here, so between the blood hunting and your giants eating all your people, pretty good scales are definitely a good thing with that nation, in my opinion. Unfortunately, we did bump with this army. So if I run into giant... I already know I won that, because I get to see him here. Yeah, I can't trample any of this, so I'm going to lose my whole army. Get him! Get him! Get him! There you go, guys. Did any of my guys escape? My Slave Mage. Hey, that's good enough. Really? There's no way that can be their capital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there is no way. Wow. I did not expect that. Well, you're out here. Just start site searching. Holy crap, man. They're looking like they're probably all over the damn place then. Well, thankfully I've got this awake god here who seems to be expanding at a pretty decent rate. So now we've got the throne. Nice. That's what, 3 fire gems? Go ahead and site search and give me a lab in here. Well, I've already got a nature guy going, so let's pick up my double death Abudai. Can I afford 45? I guess I can afford the 45. They're slaves, their upkeep is so low. Oh, there it is. So there's that year 1 war that I have no ability to fight. I am evocation 1, construction 1, so if we were just to say that magically I could carry all of my mages back here, I didn't even start a land fort, but I would basically have, if I had done it, if I had put a fort in earlier like I actually could have, I don't know, 8, 12 Mind Blasters. And if I had every mage I could muster, there's 30, 60, 90, 90 and 25, 90 and 50, 90 and 75, 190. I could literally pull 190 Lobo Guard, probably about a dozen Mind Blasters. I mean, what am I really supposed to go on land with Shambler Thralls, which can't trample the size big giants they have right there? Am I literally supposed to go on to war and fight a land war with this right here? These are my troops. Oh, and this is my only mage. Okay, so we've lost control of the land already. That's actually really bad, considering there's another water nation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll throw a province defense in just because. That did not connect to that province. Does that one connect over there? Oh, I can't. I don't have mountain crossing anyways. Okay, a little thrown off by the map right there, but that should be alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. Is there anywhere where Hinnom is not that I might be able to... I might try to grab this up, I guess. I don't have anything to grab it up, though, do I? No. So I guess I'm going to bring my god up and start raiding just to get a little bit of income. Maybe they will site search as well. Because that is basically what I'm regulated to this game now. And I kind of have to keep raiding them with something. The reason being, if I don't at this point in the game, what you have to realize... man... Oh, they came right there. So this area is all that is their capital then. This area is all open. I'm thinking maybe about taking this stuff right here and seeing maybe if Caelum will expand kind of somewhere over here. That would be nice. I'm not going to have any crazy mages either. Anyways, if I don't raid them, this is going to be a long game because there's no way I've got enough gold right here to even begin to carry me into the late game. So I have to raid them, one, because if I don't, when I start actually going to war, these are going to be like 2,000 PD provinces, which are just going to stomp the ever-living piss out of me. But on top of that, I just don't even know where I'm going to become close to getting enough gold for this game now. No, we'll just, no, it's cataphracts and stuff. I don't want to fight cataphracts right now. I don't want to be taking a bunch of wounds on my god. We're just going to link right back into the water and go raid, I guess. There's not a whole lot of other options here. I am a little tempted to do something, whoa, not there, obviously. Not there, obviously. Not there. I'm kind of tempted to get something up and attack and try to get to take some of this land right here. Get it out of Hinnom's hands, because they're going to have really good skills. They're going to have a ton of gold. And if they pick up, basically, you know, all my extra provinces, that's going to be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 provinces, because I'm not going to expand anywhere else. So that's what I would have been my expansion benchmark, but they did take the... Oh, no, they didn't take one away from me yet. 14 provinces. I could grab a 15th pretty easily, but I did take the really nice beefed up throne here. There we go. Construction 2, Evocation 1. That's really what I need. Meteorite rock. I don't know that one. I'm going to guess astral something, though. Yeah, why not? So I'm trying to bank all the gold I can off of the land, and I'm just losing provinces. So at this point, I'm not even really sure if it's worth... I at least have control of this. I can get some crazy mages out of here, but that's going to be a third fort I have to put up. That is going to be brutal. I don't think I'm putting a third fort up. In fact, I'm not going to put a third fort up. I'm not going to have the gold for it. So we're going to put a lab right here. I'm going to go ahead and spam those out. Did I get a double death yet? No. We're going to turn those completely off, because the gold is going to be running thin. Yeah, okay, I see it now. I had assumed that was 2 different provinces. Oh, I actually did buy that, and I decided I wasn't going to go to war with them. Whoops. They actually did expand pretty decently, though. Where was the meteorite? Single Earth. I think I already looked at that and just had already forgotten. Alright, so head up that way, because I've got an important task for you. Alright, Submerged Labyrinth. Okay, there's, Astral Pearl. 287 gold. I will take it. I will happily take that. So what we're going to do is just recruit some Amber Clan mages here. Pray that Pelgia decides not to launch a war against me, because I've got nothing. And this undefended throne right here is going to look juicy as hell. So what we're going to do is attack and get a gauge on this throne right here, while also dumping your upkeep. Your death will not be in vain. It will please me. Boy, well, maybe Kalium will grab this stuff up. Especially if I can knock this force out of place. I mean, that army right here is going to start heading south. Oh well, nice idea, but... probably going to pull all my mages back into here. Go ahead and site search. That's my other nature. No double death. I guess this is a good place to call it. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching so far. This is going to be a nasty game right here. But there's not like I can really, change how the game's going to go. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Sorry for the probably long videos, but I'll catch you next time.